With the large, ever-expanding Star Wars universe, we learn more about the different people and alien creatures who inhabit the many worlds we get to see. We get to meet many characters like the dastardly Boba Fett.
All they do is eat.
And even the prequels had some cool characters, like Qui-Gon and Mace Windu. Oh wait, they're dead. Okay, we're back down to 0. In this huge universe though, did you ever think that our furry friend Chewbacca would come witness to one of the greatest adventurers of all time, Indiana Jones?
A billion years in the making. Star Wars.
Let me just elaborate on what I was saying. Out of all the characters in this behemoth of a universe, what are the odds that some Star Wars characters run into Indiana Jones? Well, it's pretty obvious. For the two of you who have no idea, Harrison Ford is most famous for playing 2 adventurers in film, Indiana Jones and Han Solo. I know, my mind was blown too. The story is called Into the Great Unknown. It's kind of dark. So the story begins with Han and Chewie trying to escape the Empire. So Chewbacca's all like, and Han says that the Navi computer is being erratic, so they're like, well, guess we gotta use the hyperdrive with no coordinates. When they arrive out of hyperspace, they honestly are so lost and losing power. Han decides they should land on the blue planet that's near them. You see where I'm going with this. And Chewie's like, after a massive crash landing, they decide to look for a settlement, and Han says, I've got a bad feeling about this. You get it? He said the thing that's like in the movie.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Silence.
Anyways, some of the locals get into a bit of a squabble with them. You know, nothing the legendary Han Solo can't handle. So Han doesn't take it too well. He takes his longtime friend into the ship and says his last words. Always thought it would be you getting killed saving me or my kids. By the way, I'm not even attempting to talk like Harrison Ford. F that. Trying to repay that damn life debt, but I'm going into the great unknown. Roll credits. No, but Chewie gives out one last... And the native people think that it's a Sasquatch. So you're telling me that this was this the entire time.
I should have let you. What the fuck?
So a pretty casual 126 years pass, and this young boy is helping this mysterious man, presumably locate Chewbacca or Bigfoot, and stumble across the Millennium Falcon, finding Han's skeleton right where Chewie left it, and it's revealed that this man is Indiana Jones. What the f did I just read? No, seriously, this seemed like someone who had a fanfiction had their longtime dream come true by writing this comic. But what actually was this? Well, the story was part of the Star Wars Tales, a comic series published by Dark Horse Comics and released from September 29th, 1999 and ended on July 13th, 2005. It was a series of small stories told about the Star Wars characters, obviously not canon. It's really cool because each issue is made up of different stories with different artists and writers, so it's interesting to see these comics that are so different from each other. One second it's a super serious one, and the next, the character looks like this. It's great. Into the Great Unknown is specifically from issue 19 and was written by Hayden Blackman. You might know some of his other works too, like being the project lead of The Force Unleashed, and is the creator of the game developer Hangar 13, who helped make Mafia 3, which he also directed. Damn, he's got a good resume. He said about the comic, it's almost like tying together 4 worlds. There's our world, there's Indy's world, there's Han Solo's world, but then there's that weird impossible to find fan world that has all of the information about all of those stories. So I guess that's a long way of confirming it's someone's fanfiction. It's a strange book. I guess you can say you know about this strange comic at like a party or something. I like this idea. I wonder what other comics there could be, like Mace Windu meets Nick Fury, somehow, and they fight crime. I'd pay to see that. One of my favorite parts of the comic, though, is starting in issue 10, the editor Dave Land introduces the comic in some really good Star Wars humor. Like, let me show you guys one. There's one where Yoda and Dave are on the beach, and Yoda goes and ruins his credit score. No, trust me, they're really funny. There's even one where they go looking for what metachlorians even are inside the body. You guys have to check it out. I 100% recommend reading the Star Wars tales though. It's pretty good and a lot of interesting stories. Even if it's not canon, it's cool to see these fairy tale-like stories from the Star Wars universe. You can meet the lovable Masoko Bulpa. You can meet the lovable Mosco Bulpa. You can meet the lovable Mosco Bulpa. Or this guy exposed himself to Luke. Okay, whatever. Just read it if you want.